Hey guys, so today I have a review for the SONIA KASHUK 10-piece fascinating brush set, and I wanted to do this last week, but it's not fair for me to give you a review on just a first impression, so I gave myself a week to try out all the brushes, and here are my thoughts and opinions of them. So just in general, the 10-piece brush set does retail for $40, so each brush is like $4 a pop, and that itself is just, it's crazy. If you look at these brushes, they look super high-end. They're on the heavy side. They're gorgeous. It's like pressed foil. It has like the SONIA KASHUK SK on the bottom of all the brushes and just the gold and black stripes. It gives it such a luxurious feel. So for all these brushes for 40 bucks, it's like, it's a steal. That's exactly why I bought it, because the packaging was so gorgeous and it was only $40. But with that being said, a few of these brushes were hits and misses. Some of them I was just like, yes, forever. I will use this forever. And then a few I was like, I don't really know how I'm gonna use this or what I'm gonna use it for. I had to put my hair up because some days your hair works with you, some days it doesn't, and today it looks like it's not gonna work with me. So the first brush that I'm gonna be talking about is their large powder brush. It's flat, as you can see, and it's just oddly shaped. I've never seen a powder brush that's flat. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It's a little scratchy, I'm not gonna lie. Overall, it's pretty soft, but you know, it's just like your generic powder brush. You can't really mess that up. It doesn't shed. There's nothing special about this brush aside from the fact that it looks beautiful. It does what it's supposed to do, so no complaints here. So the second brush that I'm going to talk about is their multi-purpose buffing brush. This is synthetic and it just helps to buff in your foundation. Well, that's what I use it for personally. I think you can use this for like cream blushes, but when I was applying my foundation with this, I found that it was giving me a nice flawless finish. There were no streaks when I was using this to blend it in, so it's a winner in my book. I really like this. It, like I said, it doesn't give me streaks. This itself has not been shedding. It feels so soft because it's synthetic and it's dense. The only thing I would say is that I prefer, like for my face, I prefer buffing brushes that have shorter bristles, I mean. And these bristles are a little on the long side, so when you're swirling it around your face, it feels like you're not really getting in there and it feels like it's not really moving. It is, but that's what it feels like, and so I just spent a lot more time swirling this around my face compared to my Real Techniques brush, and so that's the only thing I have to say about it. Other than that, it does what it's supposed to do. It buffs in cream products, liquid products, and it's pretty dang soft. So the next brush in the line is the, I don't know what this is called. I know it's goat hair, and I think, oh my gosh, it's shedding. See, like this one sheds, and I don't know why this particular brush sheds, but this is their smaller powder brush, and it's really cute, and it's like dome shaped, as you can see. It's literally a ball on a stick. I've been using this to contour because it fits perfectly in the hollows of my cheeks. You could use this to set your under eye as well, or set any places that you've highlighted on your face, and I feel like that would work as well. This picks up powder products really well. The next brush that I'm going to be talking about is, as you can see, I've used this a lot. It's their this synthetic angled foundation brush. Yes. I don't have the names of the brushes with me, so like I'm going off of the top of my head. This is like the winner to me because all the other foundation brushes that I've ever used leave streaks on my face, and this surprisingly does not at all. Like when I was applying it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just a generic face brush. I'm not even gonna get to use it aside from applying the foundation, but this helps blend out my foundation before you even get to buff it in. This helps you give your face a full coverage. There's no streaks, none of that. It doesn't shed. And I like that it's angled because I can get underneath here and flip it over, and it's really nice. I really like this brush. This is actually, I think, my second favorite. I'm gonna show you my first favorite in just 1 second. Now, this ultimate blending brush, this is their pointed blending brush. This is just the best blending brush I have ever owned. Aside from the fact that it's beautiful and gold and black, The bristles on this are long and it gives me such a blown out look. This brush is what drew me into the actual set because it just looks like one of those high-end blending brushes that really work well. This particular brush is great for applying your transitional shade, like above your crease. Like just doing this right now, like it gives you such a good grip. The bristles are so long, it helps you really get that blown out, blended look that you want to achieve. It is a little scratchy. I feel like goat hair itself is scratchy, but this brush, it's a winner. It's my favorite brush of all. Get this, get the whole set just for this brush, and I promise you it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. So the next brush that I'm going to be talking about is their synthetic pointed concealer brush. I would say this is great for the actual application of your concealer, like if you're taking it from like a potted product. I wouldn't recommend this to blend it out. It definitely leaves streaks, which made me very, very irritated. It didn't really do a good job of it, but because it's pointed, I feel like it gets right underneath the lashes where you want your concealer to be. That's the only reason why I feel like this brush is a good brush. It's because it really gets underneath there. But aside from that, this doesn't help me blend anything out. It's just good for applying your concealer. The next brush that I'm going to be talking about is the smudge brush. Oh no, this is their pencil brush, yeah. And I really like this brush. It's really great for the lower lash line. It's pretty dense. It feels really soft. This is goat hair, but this feels soft, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's like not a lot of bristles. I don't know. It's a pretty good brush. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. It does what it's supposed to do. It picks up powder products really well and it deposits the color very nicely. I like that it's long compared to other pencil brushes. Like, as you can see, the bristles are tapered and longer, and that really helps to really get in there. Now, the next three brushes that I'm going to be talking about are the misses. I'm not going to lie to you guys, like, I bought this so that I could give you an honest review, and in my honest opinion, I feel like these are pretty useless. First of all, this angled crease brush is so gigantic. Like, I wouldn't use this for the eye. I would maybe use this to like spot conceal, but then even then, like, why would you need a brush to spot conceal your face? This is just too big to use in my crease, and I tried using it, but it ended up getting on my actual lid, and so I was like, no, this isn't working for me. This is actually quite irritating. If this was smaller, it would work. Like, if this was half the size, this would be a great angled crease brush, but it's too big. It's too big and it's too scratchy for me to use it. And then this large eyeshadow brush is freaking gigantic. Like, I don't know what I would use this for other than like those days where I feel like slapping on just one colored eyeshadow. I mean, like I said, like if this was smaller then it would work, but because of the fact that it's so big, it's like, what else am I gonna use this for? There are other brushes that are smaller and would work better. They're pretty. And then the last brush that I'm gonna be talking about, which is also a no for me, is their synthetic flat liner brush. It's not angled and it's quite thin. I prefer angled liner brushes, so this didn't really work for me. There are other liner brushes out there on the market that you could use that are better than this, so they're very pretty brushes, these three. But like I said, they're kind of useless when you think about it. So that is my review on all of these brushes. This is not a first impressions because I've been using this for a week. Would I still recommend this to you guys? Yes, I would. Even though those three brushes piss me off royally, the rest of these are really beautiful and they do their job well and they're high quality and most of them don't shed. In fact, there's only one that really sheds on me, and it's not even a lot. It's just if you play around with it and you touch it like a savage like I do. So these are pretty high quality brushes. The packaging itself is gorgeous. For $40, I think this is definitely worth it. But like I said, these three brushes, it was the three brushes that I feel like I'm not going to be using. Those really disappointed me, but I know I'm going to find a purpose for them sooner or later. So it's not really a waste, especially since it's only $4 a pop. And I hope you guys liked this review. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below and I will be happy to answer them. I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Give this a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!